Okay, Geeta, we will do one thing. We will try to
Mm-hmm.
discuss a little today. Not much. Why? Because we don't have any system for practice. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Once
fine.
you got the system, we will go in a little pace mode.
Okay, I'll talk to them tomorrow about
No
access.
problem. No problem. Even after the session, you can call them. Not a problem. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah.
is the front end logon. Okay. And whenever you are trying to access the application designer, it's a designing tool where we can access most of the development tools here. Okay. Whenever you are trying to log on to the application designer, you have to give your password, user ID and password here like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What we have to do, what we are going to do. If you observe here, all these are the delivered processes and delivered applications
Mm-hmm.
like recruiting, workforce administration, fusion integration, benefits, blah blah blah. Then how we will learn? What we will learn? Okay, we are in the learning process. Why should we disturb the existing delivered functionality? Why? Because we are in the very beginning stage. Why should we?
Mm-hmm. Venkat.
Please.
Yeah. Before we go in detail, are we recording this session? Can
Yes,
I go through it
started
later?
already.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Sorry for
Yeah,
interruption.
no problem. We are at the very beginning stage. Then
Mm-hmm.
we may do a lot of mistakes in our
Mm-hmm.
practice. Then, if we are practicing on the delivered processes and delivered components and delivered functionality, maybe system will corrupt. That's why, because of that reason, generally I will give my students a separate folder navigation. I will suggest them to create some special folder navigations. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Okay.
first we will try to understood what we are going to do today.
Mm-hmm.
My first target today is a basic assignment. Just think about it. It's an assignment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to create a page. Okay. That means I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to create a page which I would like to see in online. On the page, I would like to display employee ID, name, joining date, these three informations. As a
Mm-hmm.
user, I should do open this page and I will add all these details and I will save it. Understood this point?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is my structure. Then to do that, generally we will follow these steps. Starting with application designer, we will include all these steps. Design the application, design new fields.
Mm-hmm.
Designing the application. Designing the application based on this requirement. What is this? Designing the application is nothing but is your assumption. It is your assumption. How you are going to design the application. That means it's your assumption. What is your assumption? Let us imagine we both are laymen. We don't know about anything about the software. But we got this requirement. Based on this requirement, we can say one thing. We have to create a page.
Mm-hmm.
We have to create three fields, employee ID, name and joining date. We have to place these three fields on the page and we have to place the page in the front end. Got my point?
Yeah.
Then how these are connected? This is front end and this is back end. How these are connected? These are connected a with an architecture, PeopleSoft Internet Architecture,
Mm-hmm.
PIA. PIA. What is the proof? Let us say I'm opening a delivered functionality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you try to add a person into the system, Okay,
Hmm.
I'm trying to add a new person into the system. I'm able to see a page with all the person's biographical details like name, biographic history, gender, national ID information, all these stuff.
Hmm.
My client is asking a question. Venkat, I don't want to see this language code on the biographical history. Otherwise, this alternative ID, it's not used by me. I don't want to display on the front end.
Hmm.
Got it? Then I will
Yeah.
open this page in the back end. This is the page, the same page you can see in the front end. Here is the thing. Name, biographical information, okay, biographical history, national ID, like this. This is the page already delivered by PeopleSoft.
Hmm.
Now,
So,
as per your,
Venkat, how do you find out the name of the page? Is it in the URL of the
it is in the
GUI?
URL.
Yeah.
It is in the URL here.
Uh,
I will
dot
tell
add,
you
up to
each and
dot add.
everything. I will tell you
Uh-huh.
each and everything later. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Next, here in the page, as per my client discussion, alternative
Hmm.
ID he don't want to see. Then I made
Correct.
it invisible.
Hide it. Okay.
Let's see how it will display in the front end now. Have you observed? This is cleared now. It
Even
was
the
hidden.
label is gone.
Yeah, everything will be cleared.
Okay.
Then what you did, you made a change in the back end. How it's
Hmm.
linked with the front end. Got my point?
Yeah.
How, where is the connection? Connection is the
Hmm.
how they built
Hmm.
architecture. PeopleSoft internet architecture, it's a web-based application. That's why we are accessing on a web browser here.
Hmm.
Got it? You can access via
Yeah.
Mozilla Firefox, you can access via Chrome, you can access via Internet Explorer. Any web browser is required, is enough to access the PeopleSoft. If you go with the SAP, they have their own browser also. Okay? They have their own
Hmm.
browser also. Okay.
Does it have a
Yeah.
separate name or is it
Ah,
just
no. It's their
okay?
SAP browser is there, but we are not
Hmm.
using in a regular purpose for that. Okay,
Hmm.
these people are saying they will install the PeopleSoft today on your machine.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay.
Then the main parts to make up the PIA: web browser, web server, application server, database server, and batch server. If you see here, a web browser is communicating with the web server is communicating with the application server is communicating with RDBMS. This is the
Hmm.
advanced architecture diagram. Here, if you observe, web browser is communicating with the web server with the help of HTTP and HTML language. Web browser. If you open a web browser, you entered yahoo.com.
Hmm.
You clicked on enter. What it will do? It's simply a web browser which will display the information in front of you. It won't contain any database. Then, whenever you clicked on enter, the yahoo.com, it will try to reach the server of Yahoo and it will try to get the details to display in front of you. Where is the details? Details are in the web server. How they are
Hmm.
communicating? They are communicating with the help of HTTP or HTML languages. Now I'm getting it out. Venkat, should I learn the HTTP HTML languages? No. Why? Because we are not the admins. We are not maintaining the servers.
Hmm.
Right? Just for
Yeah.
an understanding, we are discussing about the architecture. A web server is communicating with the application server with the Jolt and Tuxedo tools. Application server is communicating with the RDBMS with the help of SQL. Have you observed one thing? Here in the page, whenever you are opening a page, here I am trying to modify a person now. Okay, existing employee. I would like to open the existing employee data. Have you observed one thing? This is the web browser. It's displaying data in front of me. The employee details. How it is collecting the employee details. How it is displaying the data in front of me. A page. A portal page. How it is displaying the data in front of me. You got my question?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. So
same structure.
basically,
Whenever you
yeah.
request, web browser is communicating with the web server. Web server is communicating with the application server. Venkat, why application server? Why don't we directly go to the database and collect the data and display it? Where is the structure, boss? Where is the structure? Structure is in the application server, right? Application server is nothing but application designer. You understand my point?
Yeah.
Where is the page structure? How this? It's a drop down. It's a date field, right? It's a checkbox. How where we are deciding? We are deciding in the application server. Next, finally, data. It will pick the data. It will fit the data in the structure. It will go to the web server. It will come to the web browser and it will display in front of us. You understand my point now?
Yeah.
Now, anything happened in between the architecture, that means any server failed, what we have to do? Nothing we have to do. We have to raise a ticket to the DBA team, PeopleSoft DBA team, PeopleSoft admin team. Okay? That's it.
Yeah.
Now you understood, right? How it's happening in the backend. Whenever we are making a
Yes.
change, how it is resulting in the front end. Now I am converting. Okay, it's reverted back. Okay. Now, as per our requirement today, what I told you, we have to create a requirement. We have to create our own assumption. Okay, in the assumption, first assumption is create a navigation. What is navigation? We are going to place this page in a separate navigation, right? I told you I don't want to disturb the existing navigations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, as a layman, I am deciding create a page. Next, create 3 fields. Employee name and joining date. Okay. Now, going to the PPT, step 1, designing the application, create a development plan. First phase of the development in any environment is always planning. Planning means just what we did. Planning will always change in the execution. Got my point? In the execution level, some ideas might come. We may take some diversions. Planning is the initial phase. Am I right? All our assumptions.
Yes.
That's why we have to complete our assumptions within the planning phase. Next, execution. Creating field definitions. Yes, we decided we are going to create 3 fields. Where we can create? We are going to create in an application designer. Before that, what we decided from our point of view, create a navigation. That means we would like to display our own navigation like these training folders. Okay? That means let us say
Yeah.
you are my client, I'm going to create a navigation on your folder, Geeta training. Then where we have to go? You have to go to this navigation. First you have to open, generally your window will be like this, classic home. Go to the navigation, people tools, portal, structure and content. Here, observe carefully, all of the navigations are available. Technical training, just we observe one navigation, workforce administration. That means structure and content will display all the content which you are able to see here. Come to the bottom, you see add folder. Add a folder. Geeta Technical Training. Okay, whenever you are giving a name, please don't give any spaces. But in the label, you can give your own. Okay?
Or we can give underscore in the name.
You can. But name is not going to display in front of us. Label is going to display in front of us. You given name, you given label.
Okay, so the practice is to have just one word as a name, no underscore.
That's what I'm saying. Here, you can remove this. Okay. Now, what we have to do? Nothing. Simply save it. You added a name, you added a label. We are done. Sign out and sign in back. Have you observed? Your folder was created.
Yeah.
If you open it, it's empty. Why? Because it's just a folder we created, right? It's just a folder. That means our task is completed. It's done. Right? Next, our task is creating 3 fields. Where? In the application designer. Okay? Whenever you're trying to open the application designer, it will ask your user ID and password. Please make sure the connection type is Microsoft SQL Server. That means it's a database. It's my database. If they are giving you the Oracle, the database information will be there. Okay? Database name. It's my database name. You give your user ID and password as PSPS. Capitals. Click on OK. This is the application designer window. It's simply as like as the Word, Microsoft Word window. This is the menu bar. This is the toolbar. Okay. This is the workspace. This is the tool space where we can see. This is the object space where we can see what are all objects we created. Okay. Now, new file, new. This is one navigation. New is one more navigation. If you open it, all these are the objects. What object we are going to create? Field. Right? Field. Click on OK. This is the field. For today, I am not going to discuss in depth about a field, in depth about a record. My target is to accomplish this requirement. That's it. Blindly follow my instructions in the video and try to complete it on your machine. Blindly. Don't try to understand in depth. First, my target is to create a page. That's it. Now, first field is the employee ID. It's a character. My employee ID length is 15. What is employee field? What is field length? What is field type? We will discuss about it later. Okay. You are my client. Save GEEEMPL ID. You are done. Same, whatever I am doing, whatever I am typing, use the same on your machine. One field I created. Have you observed here? It's done. Maybe in your machine, it won't come automatically. Why? Because tools, options, in your machine, it may manually. Venkat, what will happen? It's selected manually. What's the option we are selecting manually? Insert definition into project. Manually. Now, I am going to create one more field definition. That is name of the employee. It's also a character. My field length is 30. GEE underscore name. Name. Just save it as GEE underscore name. Save for here. This is the save or Control S. Okay. Have you observed? Employee field automatically populated here. Name not came here. Why? Because in the tools options, insert definition into project manually. That is why before starting the development, you can change it to when definition is modified, saved or deleted. It will come automatically. This is the best option. Now Venkat, how can I dump this name into this project level? Insert current definition into project. Now it will come. Next, one more field, that is joining date. It's a date field. Date. Okay. GEE date. Otherwise, some clear instruction. Join date. Joining date. Okay. Joining date. Okay. GEE join date.
So when you're saving, you are giving
Control.
Giving the name.
Long name only.
Yeah, but when you're saving, you are giving the name same as the label ID.
Yes, that's why. Why? Because the label ID is unique. I will explain you. That's what I'm saying. Please try to observe something. Okay? Each and every part we will discuss, like what is label ID, what is long name, what is short name, what is this checkbox, each and everything in detail in the next session.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We created three fields. Three fields. Done. Okay. Just imagine you are going to your work hours are completed for today. You are going to leave the system. What about my problem? What about my changes? I created three fields. I'm in between. I'm in the middle. Save it as a project. File. Save project as GE employee project. Got it? Now its project was created. Okay, from next day. Okay, you came next day. You try to enter into the application designer. What should I do? You have to open the project. GEE EMP. This is the project you created yesterday. Open it. Already three fields are there in the project. Okay. Simply as like as we are saving the Word document and we are opening again, we are adding it. Now, we created three fields. Create a record. What is record? Record is nothing but table in the database. You know, right? What is the meaning of table in the database? What it will do?
Come again?
No. What is the purpose of table in the database? What is the meaning of table in the database? What it will do?
Oh, table stores the data in row and column format.
That's it. Simple. Record is nothing but table. In the application designer terminology, we are going to call it as a record. That means, what is our target? We are going to create a page. We are going to we are going to display three fields on the page. But as a user, what you will do, you will add these three fields information and you will click on save, right? But where the data should store? In a table. 100% in the back end, system will store data in the form of table only, right? Within the table, we have number of columns. Am I right? We will call them our columns, right? Have you remember?
Yeah.
Field is nothing but column. Record is nothing but table. Okay. Now, This is my database. Now, we are going to create a record. Venkat, where we can create a record? Simply new, click on our record. Okay. Drag and drop. Simply employee ID, name, joining date. Simply drag and drop. You know, we are done. Save it. GEEEMPTBL. If they are going to give you the Oracle database, it may ask you the table space name. Whenever you click on OK here, it may ask you to the table space name. Choose any one of the table space. There will be a drop down available. Choose any one of them. Okay, nothing to worry. Have you observed whenever we created a record, it came here. Save your project. Why? Because you added a record to the project, right? Now, Venkat, I would like to query this record in the backend. Yes, go ahead and query it. Select, start from PS, GE, EMP, TBL. This is our table name, right?
Yeah.
But it is showing invalid object name. You are getting it out. Venkat, wait, there is no PS underscore. Oh, okay, okay. No problem. Why? Why? Because we have to complete the next step. Build the table. Why? Where you created the record in the application designer. You have to convey a message to the database. This record is created in the application designer. Please create the same structure in the database too.
Database.
Venkat, how? Simply, whenever I'm asking you to create a table in the database, what is the syntax you will follow?
Create table, table name.
All the field names, field types, right?
Yeah.
No need to do that. Simply build current definition, or this is the shortcut. Build current. What you are going to build? GEEMPTBL. Which type of definition it is? It's a table, right? Make sure you choose in the third object, execute and build script. Build it. Make sure for today's session, choose the create table option, choose the execute and build script. Build it. Click on yes. If you open the log, it will show you one record is processed. If you open the script file, this is the script file executed already in the backend. Create table, table name, field, field, field. Now, if you run this query, PS underscore is must. Why? Because PeopleSoft table it is. Okay. Now you see the structure, employee name and join. That means build the table will create a structure in the database. Next, create page. Simple, create a page. New page. Simply again drag and drop. Employee ID, name, joining date. Simply drag and drop. Save it. We are done with the page. GEEEMP page. Page is added to the project. Save the project. We are done with the page. Next, create a component. Component will contain a business logic. Simply, it's an object. Again, component. Look at what we have to do. Simply drag and drop the page. Have you observed? We created the field record combination of fields, page displaying the details of the record, component collection of pages. Now, GEEMP component. I am trying to save the component after drag and drop the page. Click on OK. You will receive an error. Such record is required. Click on OK. Nothing to worry. Click on OK. Go here, the search record is there. GEE, EMP, TBL, whatever the table name you created today, give the table name there. Click on OK. Try to save it again. GEE, EMP component. Now it's saved. Successfully, it's saved. Register the component. What is registration? Yes, I would like to place my component in this navigation, right? Geeta technical training. Here I would like to display my component. This is my target, right? I would like to see my page in this area. That is called registration. Tools, register component. Otherwise, here is the shortcut. You see, 3 checkboxes are already checked. Don't change anything. Please go with it. 3 checkboxes are 3 steps in the registration process. Add this component to a menu. Add this component to a portal registry. Add this component to a permission list. Have you observed? 3 steps. Venkat. No questions. Blindly follow the instructions. That's it. Got it? Next. Venkat, in your system it is showing something. In my system it's not showing anything. No problem. Click on select. Click on select. Number of options will come here as a menu. Okay. Otherwise, type this one. Administer base benefits. Administer base benefits. This is the menu. Choose it. Use is the bar name. These 2 options you can choose. Okay. Click on next. Observe carefully. We are going to give our references to the front end now. Folder name, portal name. What is this portal name? Employee only. This is the employee portal. Portal name is employee. Folder name. Yes, this is my folder, right? Geeta Technical Training. Have you remember we given a name for our folder? What is that? Geeta Technical something, right? It came. What is the label? What is the meaning of the label? Label means whenever you're trying to access one thing, this is the label, job data. Backend component name is different, but label is different. Now I am giving you the label as application designer training. Okay, long description. Creating fields, records, pages, components, etc. Okay. Make sure this checkbox is always checked. Always use default local node. Got it? In this page, you have to check portal name is employee, folder name is your folder, what you created today, and label is whatever the label you are expecting. Click on next. In your system, it might be blank. Then click on select. Type your own PT 1000. It will come like this. Okay.
What is PT 1000?
It's a permission list. You are giving a security to your page. Next. It's the summary done by you so far. It is the summary done by you in this registration process. Make sure these 3 checkboxes are checked. Why? Because whatever the changes, you added your component to a menu, you added component to a permission list. Everything will come to your project. Simply click on finish. You're done. You know, you're done. Venkat, can we see the component now? 100%. Just check a sign out and sign in back.
We can't refresh. Just we have to sign out.
Refresh, we can do it, but whenever I'm signing out and signing back, everything will be refreshed automatically.
Hmm.
Have you observed? It's game, right?
Hmm.
Within the Gita technical training folder, application designer training came up. Have you observed?
Hmm.
Label is application designer training. Long description is coming as a mouse over text, creating fields, records, pages, components. Right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Click on that link. The page came up. 01,
Correct.
first employee, test 1, current date, save it. It's saved. Data is stored. Task is accomplished. Am I right, Geeta?
Hmm. Yes.
That's it. Don't think about it. Blindly follow my instructions. Whatever I'm type the same. Whatever I'm doing, copy the same. Got it?
Hmm. Yes.
Sometimes. Okay, no problem. First, go ahead and do it on your machine. Okay.
Hmm.
Now I'm winding up the session for today.